The protagonist, Anna, is a noble young woman who was raised by her aunt. She was strikingly beautiful. At 16, her aunt, for the sake of family interests, arranged for her to marry a bureaucrat named Karenin. Karenin is 20 years older than Anna. Shortly after their marriage, Anna gave birth to a son named Seriosha. In this marriage, we see that Anna, inexperienced in life, and Karenin, who has no real romantic foundation with her, are merely in a respectable marriage. So what is the experience of the two people in the marriage? On the surface, Anna lives a life envied by many. Her husband is a high-ranking government official, well-respected and financially well-off. Seriosha is a charming and well-behaved child, the apple of Anna's eye. The family lives in a luxurious house with servants, enjoying a comfortable and secure upper-class life. This is the outward appearance of their life. But what about the inner world of a person? Anna feels stifled and lonely. She feels like a canary trapped in a cage, lacking freedom, or like a red rose embroidered on a screen. Beautiful, but superficial. Karenin is someone she doesn't understand, as he's solely focused on his career, with no interest in life beyond work. He is essentially a bureaucratic machine with no sense of romance. When he comes home from work, at the dinner table and social gatherings, there are always outsiders present, and they discuss political topics that Anna finds uninteresting. Thus, their private life is nearly non-existent, and even their physical intimacy seems routine to Anna, devoid of passion. To Anna, Karenin is rigid in his thinking and hypocritical and vulgar. He doesn't understand love, nor does he need it. Anna, on the other hand, is young, beautiful, and full of life. She craves love and a passionate life. This is a classic case of mismatched values. Thus, after more than 8 years of marriage, despite how perfect it might appear to others, Anna feels deeply repressed. Her only solace is her son. She once cried out to her husband, "I am a person, I want life, I want love." But what happens? Her husband surely finds her childish. By chance, Anna meets the young officer Vronsky, who falls in love with her at first sight and relentlessly pursues her. His presence completely awakens the passion within Anna and ignites her life. One cannot suppress their desires indefinitely. They will eventually explode. Thus, Anna, feeling as if she has been reborn, throws herself into this extramarital affair, risking everything for it. How did they meet? It all starts with Anna's brother's affair. Anna has a brother named Vronsky, who is 34, a notorious womanizer, and lives a debauched life. Although their family fortune has declined, he holds a duke's title. Thanks to his brother-in-law Karenin's help, Vronsky has secured a respectable managerial position in Moscow with a good salary, making him a subordinate of Karenin. Anna's sister-in-law, Dolly, comes from a noble family. She inherited substantial wealth and is raising 5 children. However, Dolly discovers that her husband is having an affair with their former governess. Dolly is extremely upset and feels she can no longer live in such a situation, as the family conflict has become severe. Vronsky, on the other hand, regrets not the affair itself, but that he didn't hide it from his wife. He had stopped loving Dolly a long time ago. To mediate the conflict between her brother and sister-in-law, Anna travels from Petersburg to Moscow. During this unexpected journey, she meets the dashing Vronsky at the train station. What kind of person is Vronsky? He comes from an aristocratic family and is a young officer with a promising future. He is tall, handsome, and exudes a calm and decisive aura, making him a heartthrob for many young women. One of his admirers is Dolly's sister, Kitty. Kitty, 18 and strikingly beautiful, has just debuted in society and has already captivated a number of young men, including one named Levin. Why do I suddenly shift focus to Levin and Kitty? Because Levin is considered a representation of Tolstoy himself, which leads some to say that this is a semi-autobiographical novel. Levin, 32, comes from a noble family in Moscow. As you can see, all these characters have high social standing, making it a story of the upper class. Levin decides to propose to Kitty. How does Kitty react? She is initially overjoyed. Every girl enjoys being loved, but when she thinks of Vronsky, she immediately responds, "I'm sorry, this isn't possible." She rejects Levin because she still desires true love, leaving Levin heartbroken. That night, Kitty tells her mother that she has rejected Levin's proposal. Kitty's mother also looks down on Levin because she finds him to be a country bumpkin. She then tells her husband that Kitty and Vronsky are actually a good match and that they should get married. Her father is very angry upon hearing this suggestion. In his calm judgment, he believes that Vronsky is nothing more than a rake and that he would never entrust his daughter to such a man. Kitty's parents argue over their daughter's marriage, but Vronsky is completely unaware of this. Kitty's father wasn't wrong. Vronsky never intended to marry. Vronsky is pleased to know that Kitty, a pure and charming high society girl, is in love with him. Moreover, he seems to have effortlessly outdone Levin, which feeds his vanity. For a man like Vronsky, this kind of vanity is deeply satisfying.